Have you ever delved into the history of the Israel-Palestine conflict? Yes, it's a complex issue. It dates back to ancient times but became more prominent in the 20th century. The land is important to both Israelis and Palestinians. It's a small region but with a lot of historical and religious significance. The region has a long history including ancient Israel and Palestine. The British mandate in the Palestine after World War I by League of Nations certainly added to the complexities as it allowed for Jewish immigration while tensions grew. What was the United Nations role at that time? The United Nations proposed a plan in 1947 to partition Palestine into separate Jewish and Arab states. This plan was accepted by the Jewish leadership but rejected by Arab states and Palestinian Arabs.
Oh, I see.
Israel declared independence in 1948, leading to the first Arab-Israel war.
That's the matter.
This war resulted in Israel's establishment and displacement of Palestinian Arabs. Israel captured the West Bank, Gaza Strips and East Jerusalem in the Six-Day War in 1967. This led to ongoing Israel occupation and tensions with Palestinians. According to Jews, the history of Jerusalem is deeply intertwined with the history of Israel. It has been the heart of their nation for centuries, and it holds immense religious and cultural significance for Jews. The Jewish connection to Jerusalem dates back thousands of years, and they think they have a right to call it their capital. It's important to acknowledge the deep ties Palestinians have to the city as well. For many Palestinians, Jerusalem is their ancestral home and they have lived there for generations. It's essential to find a fair and equitable solution that recognizes the rights and aspirations of both Israelis and Palestinians. Alright, it's been a point of contention for centuries. The current situation is still volatile. What's the population like in both regions now? Israel has a population of around more than 9 million with a Jewish majority. Palestine, including the West Bank and Gaza, has about more than 5 million people.
This is the situation.
Predominantly Palestinian Arabs. What about the governments in these areas? Israel is a parliamentary democracy with a prime minister and a president, while the Palestinian territories have the Palestinian Authority in the West Bank and Hamas in Gaza. Although it's important to note that the situation might have evolved. And religion plays a significant role, right? Israelis are predominantly Jewish, while Palestinians are mainly Muslim, correct? Yes, that's accurate. Israel is predominantly Jewish and the majority of Palestinians are Muslims, although there are Christians and other minority communities in both regions. So how many cities are there in Israel and Palestine combined? Israel has around 80 cities while Palestine has more than 400 municipalities, but not all of them are officially recognized as cities. Interesting. And what's the capital city of Israel? The capital of Israel is Jerusalem. And what's the capital of Palestine? Palestine does not have full international recognition as a state, so it does not have an internationally recognized capital. However, many consider East Jerusalem as the potential capital for a future Palestine state. Have you ever wondered about the land area of Israel and Palestine? Yeah, it's a complex issue. Israel covers around 20,770 square kilometers, while the land area claimed by Palestinians for a future state can vary based on negotiations and borders. What's the main reason for the ongoing tension between these two groups? The main reason for tension is the competing claims to the same land. Israelis believe they have a historical right to the land, and Palestinians see it as their homeland and have been seeking self-determination. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict also involves issues like borders, refugees, security, and the status of Jerusalem. What's the Muslim world's perspective on this conflict? The Muslim world largely supports the Palestinian cause, viewing it as a struggle for self-determination and justice. Many Muslims majority countries have expressed solidarity with the Palestinians and called for the establishment of a Palestinian state. How about the non-Muslim world? What's their view on this situation? Views in the non-Muslim world are diverse. Some countries and organizations advocate for a two-state solution, emphasizing the need for a peaceful resolution. Others support Israel's right to exist and defend itself. It's a highly debated and politically charged issue globally. It's a deeply complex issue with no easy solution in sight. The historical, religious, and political aspects make it incredibly challenging. Absolutely, it's a conflict that has seen numerous attempts at resolution. But a lasting and comprehensive solution remains elusive, making it a focal point of global attention and concern.